Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Cowboys take
get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 5-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off. Usually after about 3 to 4 steps, he cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Gun. Watch twist, watch twist.
The give is to Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26. Here we go. 26.
On second and a long way to go. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Throwing, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football up and to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shift. Watch the edge.
Shoulder. Jump out. Inside. Hey. High 7.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points. Go by the wayside on that one.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
319.
I'm here all day.
Shift.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It's our time.
58.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Easy.
Check the backer.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
General West. Scan 300.
Mike 54.
6 man. Check curls, check curls.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there as the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
50 to Mike. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
10th carry now for Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike's
Here we go.
56. Mike's 56. It's gonna be a long day for you.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Again to Elliott.
Come on, run to the ball. We got a runner.
And he's he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that. Here go 46.
Slam.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Come on, D.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Let's go, defense.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, here we go.
Watch 24.
We're going to 53. SOS.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
47. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, here we go.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his man. It's Austin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
56. Check 56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 480.
Mike's 56.
Watch the slant.
26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Here we go, 47. Here we go.
Mike 56. Mike 56. It's a party now.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out here in the eye.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Kill.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get your swerve on.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
3 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, you block over here. Small.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
No. Green 18. Watch 55. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Green 89.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught right side, it's Hearns. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Come on,
back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
I don't think you got it, son. Check safety, check safety.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back, out of the back.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score Cowboys 17. Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of
You got
tackles.
three down, 3 down.
Go. Get out there.
Man, move it. You got to get that. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Then we're going to 53.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
49. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Cowboys first down.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go.
Caught left side by Cobb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Elliott. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Elliott. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go to Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Switch it,
A handoff left, Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career. Here we go.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Delta.
Hey, we go, kill.
80 weapons. 6 to Mike. 56.
Hey, kill.
31. Check.
47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 9.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check 3.
Here's Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Here we go.
On third down, Elliott. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
56 is the mic. Hey, defense. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80.
Check three.
Hey, kill.
56.
56.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Here we go, D.
Flush to his right.
Here I come.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No. Off.
At the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24. Packers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to right. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Joker, 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 Joker.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Coming to you, coming to you.
34-yard line.
26.
Again, it's Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
46.
Check it out.
There we go.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Okay, just like that. Just like
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Come on, switch it.
Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Kevin King there defensively.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football, all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a